doing? Good, 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 good. Man, I'm pumped to be here. Man, I am so pumped to be here. In that last couple of songs of worship, we were singing Marvelous Light, okay? And I'm going to be completely honest, I'm like 80% sure I got mugged, okay? Like at one point there was like 7 boys who just like were just punching me. Like literally it's just like, "Oh, let's worship," or just get like punched in the stomach. I don't know. It's weird, okay? And to be honest, has anybody seen my wallet? Like I'm pretty sure like Chad Boozer stole my wallet. Okay, not gonna be not gonna point anybody out, but yikes. What was that? Buy it first. I gotta buy back my wallet. Yeah, that's a good idea. Man, what a journey this has been. Okay, if you guys did not know this, this is my final night here at worship, or here at Elevate. No, it's super sad. But here's what you guys probably didn't know. You see, this journey to get to this point started way back when, about 3 years ago. See, I started here at Elevate around September of 2016. Okay, I came here for the first time, right? And this guy named Hayden Findell was a youth pastor back then. Crazy guy, no hair. Anyway, at the time, he threw me in with these 8th grade boys. Okay, luckily there's nobody in here that was in the 8th grade in that small group at the time. Okay, but the very first time I came to Elevate, I went into that group and they were crazy. Like, if you think you're crazy, these kids like brought it up 10 notches, okay? And I went to my first Elevate. All my friends invited me. They said, "David, you got to do this. You're going to love this, okay?" Go to my first Elevate. I'm so pumped to be there, right? I go to this small group, right? And I'm sitting there, and all these kids are being crazy, okay? At one point, this is very honest, real story. Okay, one of the kids, he put his hood on, and he cinched up his hood around his face, so you couldn't see any part of his face, okay? And then he took a nap in small group, okay? It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, okay? Literally every single week, we're like kicking kids out. We're like, "Get out of here. You're the worst," okay? But that was my first impression of Elevate. I remember going home, make a phone call to Katie, and I talked to my parents. I'm like, "Man, Elevate's too crazy for me." Played this crazy game called Predator, and all the kids were running around, and I got to peg kids in the face, and that was kind of fun. But it was just crazy. You guys are crazy. Junior hires are crazy. And Hayden, okay, at the time he said, "David, I want you to be a part of this. I want you to keep coming. I want you to try it out." Right? And I just kept coming back, and I was like, "Man, I don't know about this. This is crazy. These kids, they're crazy. You guys are crazy." You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Right? And I just kept coming back, and I kept coming back. I was like, "You know what? Mama didn't raise no quitter," okay? And I said, "I'm not going to stop coming, and I'm just going to make the best of it." Here I am, three years later, still trying to make the best of it every single night, right? And this journey has been crazy. The students that have been in my small groups, the students that I've been able to talk to, you guys are going through real stuff. You guys are going through hard times. Very. This is where it's at. See, what happened was I was here for a while, doing ministry, doing great things. And then one of my best friends in the whole world, he went to the Carlsbad campus. If you guys didn't know, that's my niece. She's gorgeous. I know, she's the best. Yeah. Hi, David's niece. My niece is adorable. You're right. I have 2 of them. I don't know where the other one is, but she's also adorable. Yeah, she's back there somewhere. Hey, Z, wave your hand. Wave your hand. Stand up on a chair and wave your hand. Say hi. That's her. She's adorable. Yeah, I know. That's it. Okay. You guys see my cute nieces? That's all I got for you guys. Good night. How? Wow, I'm offended. Someone said, "How are you related to them? They're cute." Yikes. That hurt me. That hurt me deep. That's probably one of the meanest things anybody's ever said to me. Yes, I am going to give a really sad speech. But about a couple years ago, not a couple years ago, about a year and a half ago, one of my good friends, he left. And me and Kelsey were here. We were running the show, and it was incredible. Some of you guys were a part of that, and it was awesome, and it was the best, right? And then TJ Brooks came in about 9 months ago. Can we give it up for TJ? Yeah, that dude's awesome. Okay, and look where we're at. We're at this amazing room with this amazing people, with this amazing group of leaders, and it's been crazy. It's been amazing, right? When I first started here, this room was red. Can you believe that? It was red. Yeah. And we had these huge things of wood that were right here. It was weird, dude. I don't even know. Okay. Looking back at all the decisions, like the room decor, it was like, yikes. I don't know who did that. But over the past 3 years of being here at Elevate, I've learned a lot of things. It's been so much fun spending every single Tuesday, every single weekend with you guys, every single camp with you crazy, crazy junior hires. It's been so much fun. And on top of that, it's been so terrible. Let me explain to you why. Because kids, not going to mention any names, but certain people in this room like to silly string your face, okay? Some people in this room like to throw me off of rafts. Sorry, let me try that again. Some people in this room like to try to throw me off rafts, okay? Right, and these past 3 years have been so many pranks on me that I just love every single prank that you guys do. You guys love it more. I can guess that. You guys, yeah, prank leaving. Just kidding. That was too mean. That was too mean. Sorry, that was way too mean. I'm sorry. But here are 3 things. Just 3 things. I want to make it short. I want to make it quick. We got tons of fun stuff planned for you guys the rest of the night. But I want to do 3 quick things. 3 things that if you never listened to me talk these entire past 3 years, here are the 3 things that I want you to know. The very first one is this. If you're taking notes, the very first point I have for you is this. Is don't follow people, follow God. Don't follow people, follow God. See, I've been here for a long time. Hundreds and hundreds of students have come through. Hundreds and hundreds of names, hundreds and hundreds of stories that I've met. Friend groups come and go. We've had so many leaders, so many good friends of mine that have been here, now they're gone and moved on. So many interns, so many staff members have been here and now they're gone. See, the problem is so many times we get attached to these people. So many times we say, I'm following God because of this person. Because of TJ, because of David, because of Kelsey, because of Hayden, because of your small group leaders, we say, this is who I follow. And the reality is people come and go. There's always going to be amazing people in your life. There's always going to be people who are going to love on you constantly. But people come and go. But there's one person that doesn't. There's a person named Jesus that came. He said, I'm never going to go. I'm never going to go anywhere. I'm always going to be right by you. I'm always going to be right with you. I'm always going to support you and love on you. And when people let you down, when friends let you down, when leaders let you down, when staff members let you down, when your parents let you down, I won't. And I hope and I pray that your guys' relationships with Christ are not based upon mine, but they're based upon yours. And I hope and I pray that maybe I've led you to Christ, but it's your decision to follow. It's your decision to say, yes, I am in. Because the reality of the situation is if you guys are David-ians, if you guys are TJ-ians, if you guys are Kelsey-ians, if you're your small group leader-ians, we failed you. Because you're following the wrong person. You see, I hope that at the end of the day, you guys are Christians. You're following Christ. You're trying to be like Christ, not trying to be like me. Because the reality of the situation is I can't get you to heaven. I can't. I'll try, and I'll say, this person's incredible, this person's the best. Man, they've done so many great things. But if you haven't made that choice, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. It's your choice. It's your relationship with God. And if you guys are following me, if you're following TJ, and the second we walk away, you say, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be a Christian anymore. I don't know how to follow God. I don't know how to read my Bible. I don't know what to do next. And we failed you. And I hope that over these past 3 years, we've given you the tools. I've given you the tools to make the decision yours. Because I want every single one of you and every single person that I ever encounter to be able to go to that place called heaven. They can't get there through me. So my hope and my prayer is that you're not following just your leaders and your parents, and you're making that relationship yours. Because Christ is going to get you in. Because God's going to get you in. That choice is yours to make. I can't make it for you. My second thing is this. I told you I'm going to try to make it quick. The second thing that I've noticed through these past 3 years is this, is that you're enough. You're enough. See, constantly I hear this thing. It's like, David, I'm just not smart enough. David, I'm just not strong enough. David, I'm just not popular enough. I'm just not pretty enough. I'm just not enough. And constantly, you can open the book of the Bible to any single book, any single chapter, and you will notice that God is using broken people to do amazing things. God is using people who are not equipped to do the job that they're given to do amazing things. We look back, way back when, maybe you guys remember it, we looked at these two guys named Jacob and Esau. You guys remember them? Yes, some of you? Okay, if you don't remember them, there's this guy named Esau, right? We called him the redheaded Chewbacca baby, right? Yes, remember that? Yes, okay. Right? What was it? Redheaded Chewbacca Elmo baby. Yes, okay, right? And he had this brother named Jacob, right? And at the time, it meant heel grabber, right? He was this deceitful person who stole his birthright, who stole his inheritance, who stole his whole life, right? And we look at this guy named Jacob, and through the beginning of Genesis, we're saying, man, this guy's bad. Man, this guy's the worst. Man, this guy's terrible. He just keeps deceiving his brother. He just keeps deceiving his family. And we just paint him in this negative light. But when you really read through the Bible, you notice that Jacob's a huge part of it. Jacob's the start of something big. The bloodline starts with him. And although Jacob has a checkered past, and he was deceitful, and he was bad, he still did amazing things. We just finished a series called The Life of Moses. You guys remember that? All right, we jumped into the book of Exodus. We looked at this guy named Moses, okay, and we saw him lead the people out of Egypt, right, in this great Exodus. He parts the Red Seas, does these incredible things, feeds the people, gives them water, gives them everything that they need. But oftentimes what we don't talk about is Moses says he didn't want it. He didn't want to do that. You see, he had this speech impediment where he couldn't really talk. And he said, God, I'm not equipped to do this. I can't do it. Choose someone else. You have the wrong person. God looks at him and says, but I choose you. Fast forward, we get to this guy named David, right? Ooh, the best person in the whole Bible. Just kidding. I agree. Yeah, me too. Right? And when you read through David, yeah, you see he kills this lion, he kills this bear, he kills Goliath, one of the biggest stories in the whole book of the Bible. He becomes a king, right? He rules basically like the whole world at the time, right? Does all these amazing things, this huge general, right? But oftentimes we kind of skip over the fact that he cheated on his wife. Ooh, right? And then he murdered somebody to cover up the story. And so he did something bad, and he's broken. But yet he does all these incredible, incredible, incredible things. Last one. We're going through the book of John right now, looking at the life of Jesus and one of Jesus' best friends, one of his closest people, one of the people that founded the Church of Christ. His name was Paul, one of the biggest guys. Oftentimes we forget that before he met Jesus, he was this guy named Saul, right? That was his name, right? And he went around and he killed Jews. He killed Jesus' followers. Or he killed people who were following Jesus. And that was his job. A broken person that does incredible things. And I can stand up here and talk for 20 more minutes about all these different people that are in the book of the Bible that are broken, that are messed up, that have sinned, that have done crazy things, that aren't equipped to do the jobs that they're supposed to be doing, but they do because God chooses them. And all those broken people he chose. And every single one of us, broken, battered, checkered past, he says, I choose you too. You are enough. See, what happens is oftentimes, sometimes we're the biggest critic. We're the biggest critic of ourselves. We say, man, I'm not popular enough. I'm not cool enough. I don't have the right clothes. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not athletic enough. I'm not strong enough. Whatever it is, you fill in the blank. You're not enough. I think she likes it. I don't know. I think so too. But oftentimes, we are the biggest critics. And we say, we're not enough. And then we go to our schools, we go to our sports teams, we go to our friend groups, and then the world starts to tell us that we're not enough as well. And we get these lies in our mind, and we say, maybe what the kids are saying at school is true. Maybe I am annoying. Maybe I am not cool. Maybe I don't have that many friends. Maybe I am not that smart. We start to believe these lies. We say we're not enough. We have a God of the universe that created everything that we can comprehend, everything that we can understand. And then he looks at us and he says, I choose you. And I'm going to make you perfect in every way. Perfect for you. There's only one person in the world that's like you, and it's you. And you're awesome, and you're incredible, and you're amazing. And God has big things in store for each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. I believe with my whole heart that every single one of these students in this room are going to do great things one day. I believe it. Because you are enough. Can't emphasize that enough. Don't feed into those lies. You are enough because the God of the universe that created everything creates you, and the creator gets to define the creation, and he says you are enough. And all you have to do is believe it. And all we have to do is say, God, I trust you. See, one of the biggest things that we hear as junior hires is you're not good enough because you're too young. Has anybody ever heard that? Right? You're too young. You're too young to be successful. You're too young to be cool. You're too young to understand the conversations that the adults are having. You're too young. But I love what it says, 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12, it says this, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Don't let your age hold you back. Don't let what people say about you hold you back just because you're young. Just because you're just a junior hire. You're not. You're not just a junior hire. You guys are enough. I promise you that. My third thing is this. I told you it was going to be quick. You're not alone. Can't tell you how many conversations I've had where kids are just hurting, saying, David, I don't have any friends. David, I feel like nobody loves me. Nobody appreciates me. Nobody cares about me. I just feel alone. Can't tell you how many conversations I've had with junior hires who are going through that. People in this room who are going through that. You're not alone. You're not alone. There's people in this room, people in your small group. I just want to love you. I just want to be with you. I just want to pour into you. Your friends, your family, they love you. Throughout your life, there's always going to be people who say, I love you. There's always going to be people who care about you. I promise you that. Sometimes it's going to feel like nobody does care, but I promise you that there will be. There's people in this room that love you. I guarantee you that. Your small group leaders, they love each and every one of you. Even if you're crazy, even if you don't listen, even if you're just trouble, they love you. I promise you that. And I can attest to it because I've had you crazy kids. I know which one of you guys are trouble. Darian Hodson? Just kidding. Just kidding. But your small group leaders love you. Promise you that. Your Elevate staff, they love you. They care about you. If you ever feel alone, talk to somebody. People want to hear about it. And sometimes when it feels like nobody in this world seems to care about what we're going through, and it seems like nobody else in this world seems to even notice that we're around, we have a God that says, I want you. I choose you. I care about you. I love you. No matter how far away you push, no matter how far away you go away from me, I'm always going to choose you. We get to live with that. We get to live with those promises. And we get to say, God, I choose you. No matter how far away we go, God's always waiting with open arms for you to come home. You're not alone. You're never alone. If nobody's going to listen, send up a prayer. If nobody wants to listen, if nobody's going to be there, send up a prayer because you always have somebody that's going to listen to you. His name is God. His name is Jesus. And he wants to hear what's going on in your life. If you don't feel like there's somebody in this room that cares, if you don't feel like there's somebody in this room that wants to listen, then shoot up a prayer. Because God's always on the other end saying, yes, I want it. Yes, I want what you're going through. Yes, I want your pain. Yes, I want your struggle. Yes, I want everything that's going on. I want it. You're never alone. You're never alone, Elevate. People will always love you. And when people leave and move on, doesn't mean you're alone. Doesn't mean they don't care. Man, I thought I was going to make it through. Thanks. All right, grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. Whew. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay. Just one more minute. Just one more minute. Just one more minute. Oh. Thank you, guys. Thank you, friends. High five. Thank you. Man. Just remember those three things. That's all that I ask. Number one, don't follow people, follow God. People will come and go. People will be there and then they're not. People will not always be consistent. We have a God that is. Number two, you are enough. I promise you that you are. And when the world brings you down, when you're going through tough situations, you are enough and you can do it. Believe in you. If you feel like you can't do it, bring God into those situations because he wants it. He wants to be a part of it. And number three, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're never alone. When it feels like nobody in this world you can depend on, know that you have a God that will always, 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 without a doubt be there. No matter what. No matter what you've done, where you've been, no matter how crazy your story is, how many times you've sinned against him, God always comes running back to you. And when you feel like you're too far gone, know that you're not. You're not. Because you have a God that loves you. You have a God that cares about you. And you have a God that wants he just wants a relationship. That's it. Can I pray with you guys one last time? God, we thank you for this day. God, we thank you for this blessing that you've given us. God, these students in this room, these leaders, these staff members, God, we thank you. God, I pray that you give these students courage to be faithful. God, you give these students strength to depend on you when the going gets tough. God, I pray that you give these students courage to turn to you when the going gets tough. God, to step out of their comfort zones, to be the light of the world that you've called us to be. God, I pray that seeds were planted over these last 3 years. God, seeds that grow, seeds that flourish, seeds that grow into the great sequoias that you've called us to be. God, we thank you for the blessings that you gave us yesterday. God, the blessing that you gave us today, the blessings that you're going to give us for the rest of our lives. We thank you, we love you, and all God's people said,